Check, check, check. All right. See what happens here. Nvidia had earnings, and NQ reacted wildly before they were even really. There was a whole lot of information to react on. I guess their numbers came out really great, but we had a 300-point kind of swing there. So I think Nvidia looks like it's pushing higher after hours. Last time I checked. Let's see. NVDA. No, it's basically flat now. So we'll see what NQ does when it opens. I already marked up my charts. There's not like anything super to get super excited about. At an inside day, it can be inside 4 hour, inside hour, inside 30, inside 15. To zoom in a bit here, these big huge candles make throw things off. There's not much to do right now. 30-minute inside bar is what I'm going to be keeping an eye on right now. So, what I wanted. I just want to get long, but I'm going to wait, see if we take out the inside bar high. Actually, I want to get on the 1 minute chart real quick. Let's fix the daily open. I wish I could put custom scripts on Top Step. That would be kind of dope. 21,249. Flat. So there's our daily open. Gonna take a minute. Might not even get anything until the hourly flip. Potentially. See what is happening in Bitcoin world. I saw crypto is getting crushed again. Looks like it found a temporary bottom. Look at some of these other charts here. Copper, platinum. Platinum might be a good daily short. If we look at platinum here, is weekly continuation, but we've got this shooter day, failed two up, kind of targeting down here. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Doesn't have micros though, so I'd be really picky about those trades. Gold, gold has a 12-hour rev strat with a hammer. That could get interesting. Inside day, close to the highs. So I'm gonna set an alert on that. Let's see what oil's up to. Did hit daily exhaustion on oil. We did get down to these lows, recent lows over here. It has been beat up. A full time frame continuity, but possible exhaustion reversal maybe. Keep an eye on it if NQ is not doing much for the next, we're just inside doji on the 15, 30, 60. Thing with volume profile, experimenting a little bit. What's up, Nate? How are you? Yeah, it looks like small gap down, but stuck inside. Little 30-point range so far. Need this to see what happens on the first 15-minute flip. Yeah, that's the thing. Nova, gotta wait for a good entry. And I mean, inside 60, inside 4 hour, I won't. I mean, maybe if the 30-minute breaks the inside bar up, like here, I could see maybe getting long. We're still going to be inside 60, inside 4 hour. It also depends on how aggressive the buyers are. Because that's a bit of distance there. 50 points. That's from triggering. So what are we looking at here? Like we need an 87 point move to get out of the inside 60. So just gonna be patient. I very exhausted. I traded all morning, afternoon. I just sat here and it was such a nice day out. I did not leave my chair. I didn't eat. I just sat here in a time warp. Um, I got myself out of $50 away from max loss on 3 XFAs, and I ended up like plus, I don't know, $50 in each. I made like $600 today. I think 350 in one account, 70 in another, and then 150, 50 times 3 XFAs. So it was better than I thought. Like when I looked at it, I was, I just it well, it wasn't worth it for all the time that I sat here. Like this morning, I was up like maybe $10. I got myself back into green just barely, and then took a break. And I took one or two morning trades in backup XFAs and did all right. And then I tried to copy trade later in the day, and I ended up just taking a ton of paper cuts, over trading. Finally caught the bottom of the day. This move down wherever it was, right down here. Finally got an entry down in here this afternoon for a little bit of bounce play somewhere down in here. But I tried up here. This was a lot more selling than I expected. I assumed this if we had when price got down here, this was a 4 and 12 hour outside bar. So it just I made some attempts on like down here. You can see we did get a little bit of a bounce, but then there was more selling. I eventually, did take a trade. It was just a lot of like clawing and scratching for not a whole lot for the number of hours that I sat here. Well, it wasn't a bad day, and I posted on Twitter X that I need to remind myself that not every day is going to be, five, six, seven, $800 day. Especially for me lately, I've not been trading well, so I just sized down significantly for New York. That's part of the reasons the gains weren't huge, but I was, mostly focused on taking good setups, being patient, taking profits at targets, just trying to follow my rules and trading small until I'm consistently like, okay, we're back in the game here. Like we're not just clicking buttons. We're gonna patiently wait for setups and then get aggressive when something shows up. So I need really like a good 2 trading days. Depends on how well I do. I mean, I could do it in 1 or 2 days, 1, 2, 3 days, something like that. I only need one more day to be eligible for payouts. I just need to put some money in these accounts. There's, I think a couple $100 in them. Let's see. One balance is minus 972. I've been kind of chipping away at that a bit. 96, 312, 352, and then 1047. So, ideally, I get these two, at least three of them to like 3 grand, 3 grand, 4 grand. 2 or 3 really good trades with some size. But I'm not going to work, I've been trying to chase the money and it hasn't worked. I stopped following, I didn't completely stop following my rules, but I did tilt the other day a little bit in some combines once my XFAs hit DLL. So I just need to, pull it together, make sure I'm focusing on setups and rules. Still inside 15, did break the 5 minute inside bar down, but inside 15, 30, 60, 4 hour, 12 hour day. So it just means like we need something on a higher time frame, at least the 60 or the 4 hour to give us some direction. I think I didn't just FOMO into a long. I would be regretting that. Close to the low of the 15-minute inside bar, but if we break it, there's not a whole lot of magnitude there. I think we can get down to, what is it, 200 maybe? Gonna kind of suck, I think. I feel like because of this big candle range here, we're kind of stuck inside of it. Mother bar problems, so it could be tricky. All the inside bars, but we'll see. Nova says, I feel like we should stay above 200, but anytime anything looks like a solid idea, it always gets wrecked. That's the sketchy ideas. Oh, it's the sketchy ideas that seem to be working right now. Yeah, I mean today it like I traded well in the like earlier in the session because let me get this out of here. I don't really need this anymore. I think I kind of want to leave this up here though. Where was it? Like this was a really nice broadening formation to trade. Right, where you just long down here and sold up here. Long, short, and then we eventually broke out of it. So I traded this a couple times. I missed the this last short though, which I was kind of a little irritated by, but it's okay. But we had this. We had something like this going on here. We basically had higher highs here. This isn't drawn very. This isn't great. So we were talking about this, I think, early this morning, getting in long here, shorting this little high. There was some there was some decent trading early this morning, New York pre-market, like 7:38, 8:30, 9. So I didn't really get up because things were moving for the most part. And even when they weren't, I was just trading this broadening formation, small one up top. Back to inside bar. Inside 5, 15, 30, 60, 4 hour. He'll at least the 30 makes starts to make a move. And really should probably just wait for the hourly flip. Nate says, I think I'll let the market digest earnings for an hour or so before I trade tonight. If all, yeah, tonight. I mean, I thought with Nvidia earnings, there might be some more volatility off the open, but it looks like the first hourly flip is going to be really the best time to start trading, like to take any actual trades. Black or the berry? Do I trade gold occasionally? And I haven't lately. Somebody told me to look at the gold chart last night. There was a good short setup that worked. I'm not opposed to it. I'm usually just focused on NQ, but if NQ is not doing much, then I'll look at oil and gold, some of the metals, copper, platinum, silver. But usually I can find it, squeeze enough points out of NQ to make it work. Katie, yeah, I've watched Patrick live trade. Yeah, he's a character. There's no doubt about it. He's got to be probably like maybe 20, 30 minutes max from me where I live in Florida. I don't know exactly where he lives, but I know the town. Yeah, there's a lot. I watch a lot of live trading. I mean, that's the only thing I really care about, and I don't even trade everyone's strategy. I like to suck up the trading psychology talk and advice that people have who have been trading for a while, like how they approach trading. So I'll check out Rips and I'll watch him. I listen to Alex and Sarah, and I think I've seen like trades by Matt briefly. Matt over at Rocket Scooter. I know he does a live stream, and then the people on the traders on Top Step TV. That's what I want to see. I want to see live trading and people talking about their thought process when they're trading, because how they're managing risk, what they're how they're scaling in and out of positions, that sort of thing. Oh, 15-minute inside bar broke bear, hit target. It's at the monthly open is 21,200. So flipping monthly continuity right here. Full time frame continuity to the downside. Jeez, is that gonna get down to what target is this here? 158. That was a pretty solid sell there. Is that like 180 points? Just one little candle, 66, 75. Man, that's deceiving. Might have been worth taking a shot at the 15. I mean, it's easy to say now because it moved 70, 80 points. But still inside 30, inside 60, inside 4 hour. And this is where I start negotiating with my rules, right? My rules say don't trade inside 60, inside 4 hour. But sometimes I'm like, well, what if? Blah, blah, blah. Like the best argument for taking that would have been that this inside 15 triggers right here, and then triggers gets this inside 30 triggering to the downside. So like a smaller time frame domino trade, but I really just try and avoid taking trades off like the 15, 30-minute charts. I have much better success when I trade like the 4 hour, the 12 hour. Today I was all over these 4 hour outside bars. These the 4 hours round tripped, like they hit both sides. It's on a smaller time frame. You can see the broadening formation. That's what I was looking at earlier. So like I did well this morning, knowing that this was likely to go outside 4 hour. Same with this one to the downside, and then it got bought back up. But I was looking. The 12 hour was also a outside bar, right? 1-3. So I once this candle flipped red, I was looking for shorts, confident that, confident as I could be when it comes to trading, that this candle is going to go outside of this candle. We got a decent amount of follow through too. So that's what I was focused on this morning, like looking at shorts because the 4 and 12 hour were likely to go outside and down. Just missed trigger in the 30 by a smidge. These might be, what's the low here? 3 ticks. Just gonna wait and see here. Check. I wonder if it's I have this app called Crispy that filters background noise a bit. I wonder if that's causing issues. Gotta wait for these inside bars to do something. So hopefully 7 p.m. when we get the new hour, some will show up. That'll be once the initial balance area is formed, that first hour of trading. If you're a market profile person, I don't know a whole lot about it, but seems to be important for one reason or another to those traders. So there's a book out about market profile that I want to read. Yeah, I'm out of gas today. I am gonna wait until the flip, see if anything shows up, and then if not, I'm gonna hop off. Maybe set some alerts, take a quick nap. Kind of don't want to miss. If we get some volatility, if these inside bars start breaking, really don't want to miss out on that. But I am a little brain dead after today. Let's check in on oil, gold. Gold's close to taking the. What was there? Let's see here. $29.33.9. $29.33. Getting up near that 12-hour hammer trigger. It's an entry on the 30 here. Too late for that. Maybe I'll punt a little gold long here. Could also be really kind of shitty tonight if we can't get out of that outside bar. Hope not. We'll find out soon. They need to make a better way of watching multiple tickers here. A little small watch list of like favorites or something. Give me an entry here, please. Hold's also inside 60, inside 4 hour, but it won't be if this high gets taken. It'll be a 2 up on the 60 and the 4 hour with a rev strat hammer and force on the 12 hour. See, what's the target here? Target 1, 2942. But that's not, it's just a target. It's not really the target. Probably target the weekly, 2950. Either want to see a back test of this 12-hour trigger or ideally a bit of a pullback and then a retrigger. But if it just goes, I will survive, I guess. I'm not going to be happy about it. Big fan of this setup here. Son of a. Could have just taken a single micro on this initial, anticipating this triggering and then added to it. So at least adds something, a piece of the that I could add to on a retrigger or pullback. But it's not meant to be. Check. A chance. NQ, new 15-minute flip. Inside 15. Still inside 30, inside 60, inside 4 hour. Inside, 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 inside. Stop beeping at me. Man, help me out. I really want to be in this. Let me mark this on trading view so I can keep an eye on it. See what NQ is up to. Let me change. Let me go to my other watch list. Let me get rid of this. GCNQ. When does gold usually get moving? Is it 8 p.m. Eastern? Anyone know? I know metals start actually doing, what is it, 20? What time is that? I think it's 8 o'clock, 8 Eastern. Around 8 p.m. Yeah. I remember it's usually like, you know, I forget what I was going to say. Inside 5, inside 15 on gold. So I'm just keeping an eye on maybe, hopefully, ideally it'll stay inside. And then I'll trade a break of the high, but there's like a little bit of a pullback of some sort. NQ15, trying to break up, just did. Oh, wait, that's the 5. 15. We get a flip in 10 minutes. Hopefully something will get moving here. See what gold looks like on the all continuation except for the 5 and 15 inside bars. But I like that 12. I like the 12-hour setup because we also gold also has an inside day. Oops. So if we trigger the 12-hour, we can potentially get the day up in force and target this high. Oh man, stop messing with me. So 12-hour is in force. This isn't really the target. The target we're looking for on a 12-hour chart is really up here. So you can see we trigger this, we could trigger this, get the day in force, inside bar up, targeting those highs. with time frame continuity on our side. Green on the year, quarter, month. On this, on the way to this 12-hour target, we would flip weekly continuity. So a week would go green, full time frame continuity to the upside. That's what we look for. To be patient here, picky. Gold 5 minute inside bar breaking up, but inside 15er. We could have flip in 7, 8 minutes. So maybe just need to sit tight on this, even though I don't want to. But the time to smash the buy button was earlier, before this triggered. But that's all. You run the risk of things that not triggering. Like we say all the time, no, anticipation is not actionable, right? Anticipating the break is not the same as the trade triggering. Many a trader has gotten wrecked trying to front run a setup. So we really need them to trigger, pull back, hold that price level, or to pull back a bit, pull back like not like that, pull back like this, and then get in here on this retrigger. Something like this would be ideal. We'll see if the market cooperates. NQ still doing a whole lot of nothing. Six minutes. Tick tock. Oh shit! I just had a genius idea. Not screw this up if I'm gonna jump in something. That was where I should have gotten in, but I'm busy here messing with these charts. Push down and hit, and I should have put a limit order here. It popped down for a split second and then right back up. want to just jump in without a little 2 minute hammer up. This will work. I guess it would, right? Limit on this chart. Sorry, I'm just thinking, talking to myself, thinking out loud. I never have. I don't think I've ever put up two charts on Top Step. 2.5 minutes. Let's go. Really working hard to just let trades come to me, right? Not FOMO in. Just show some self control. Wait. If I miss it, I miss it. But it's really hard. I like to try and trade in the first, like 2 hours of Globex, Asia. And if I can be done, then that's like ideal. It hasn't happened in a while, though, it feels like. I think, was it last week or early this week? Was it maybe Sunday? I don't know. We had a good Globex trading session. I think it was last week. Since then, it's been kind of meh. Like London the other night was kind of wild, but other than that, it's been a little muted. Oh shit. See, this is where I was going to screw up. I almost hit market buy here for MNQ. See what happens with this. I'm going to start with this just single micro. I'll add if things look like they're going to do what I want, bigger picture. I haven't traded gold in a while. It can be a little wicky, I think, especially before 8 Eastern when we get some liquidity. Oh shit. See, this is gonna screw me up.
Order filled.
Add one. There we go. I can't do this double chart thing right now. It's messing with me. I kind of want to leave for like an overnight swing. Might widen my stop a little bit. Not sure. But trading a 12-hour chart, so giving it 12 hours to do its thing. 10 hours now, whatever it is. 11 hours. Fix this is. I don't remember how wide of a stop I usually use on gold. Like NQ, I know what my default kind of size stop is for during New York and overnight markets. So that's why I don't want to, get too big of a position size or too wide of a stop. I'm just gonna dip my toe in the water and see what works. This could be really sideways for a bit. There's the 30. Where's the 60? 30, 30. Wait, what? I want to punt a 1M NQ here.
Order filled.
I got it filled. I usually use 3 micro starters and scale in. I've been using one until I get my head out of my ass, basically. Give me one sec. I'll be right back. Yeah, I've just not been trading like super great. So my game plan is to this week I've just scaled down. I think it was Monday. I only traded a micro and was up 350 on a micro. I think I caught like 150 points or whatever the math works out to be. So like, more important for me now to make sure I'm following my rules after having a really, really bad day the other day. I had a bunch of people in this private Discord that I'm part of yelling at me for being an idiot, which I was. I wasn't full degen mode, but we were in the car on the way. I didn't do anything crazy. I just, reset a couple combines and was full porting and, you know, which isn't a big deal, but I gotta, I can't. I was button clicking. I wasn't taking trades. Like I wasn't. I was just straight up revenge trading in combines. So until I am, make sure that I'm following my rules for another day or two, maybe just, tonight, tomorrow. I mean, just need to stick to my rules. I can always size up. I can always add to positions. Just want to make sure I'm on point. So if you're here looking for like huge gains, it's going to be disappointing this week, I'm afraid.
Order filled.
Yeesh. Even gold is what's going on here. Well, it's not pulling back that bad. NQ just went outside 15, trying to go outside 30. Just missed by looks like a tick. Probably still going to get there. So you look 5 minute outside bar into 15-minute outside bar, trying to go 30-minute outside bar to potentially trigger the inside hour down. But we know that once these candles go outside bar, it's a broadening formation on a smaller time frame, and you have to keep an eye out for reversals. They can get tricky. I know I saw a ton of people today struggling trying to trade breakouts inside, in a broadening formation and just getting murdered. Longing the top, right, when it reverses or shorting the bottom where we're normally buying. Gold's got a possible 15-minute rev strat setting up at the 12-hour trigger. I would add if this setup goes. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Actually going to set an alert right about there. And keep an eye on NQ. Pretty big 1 minute candle for this time of day. 27 points in a minute candle. If this inside hour doesn't break this hour, then I will get really interested in 49 minutes. or I'll be falling asleep. I'm kind of tired, like really, really tired. Probably not a super great time to be trading. Just go with that gold swing overnight. Maybe wake up and have a couple bucks in the accounts. I really don't want to miss this NQ trade when it sets up, whichever way it breaks. Could be a good one. But I think I got to set like a time limit on how long I'm going to allow myself to sit here. Because next thing I know, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning, and then, you know, make great decisions when I'm completely exhausted. Like I can usually grind for a while, but at some point it becomes a problem. One of the things on my list of rules is, I'm not a machine, take frequent breaks, especially after winners and losers. And non-negotiable rule, max screen time 1 to 2 hours, which I definitely didn't adhere to today. I'm usually good. I'm pretty sharp for 2, sometimes 3, 4 hours, but really after 2 hours, I should just at least take a 30-minute break or something. Just take a nap, play with the dog, regroup. I've noticed for myself, the longer I sit here, the harder it is to control myself from just clicking buttons. Oh, NQ kind of holding this monthly open at 21,200. But we are stuck inside of this, right? This candle right here. Whoops. This candle right here. We're just stuck inside of this range. That's where, you can see the inside bar. This stuff is inside of this. Like this. You got this candle, you get this candle, you get this candle, something like that. I'm just making it up. I don't know where the exact, it's not exact, but we've got triple inside 30s. I think we just broke the high here, so the most recent 30 went 2 up, but it's failed. Red 2 up. Directional candle going in the wrong direction. So we'll see if they make this outside 30 happen. Trying to. Let me see what gold is up to. Oh, and inside 15 down, hit its downside target. So I'll probably, let me pull up gold. I'm going to move my stop probably here. Like right here. If this doesn't reverse here, then I don't want to be in it. I'll just set another alert. I have one set actually at the 12-hour trigger. That would be a retrigger. That would give me a reason to get back in. But I'm probably going to eat it on this one. Here we go. There's the outside 30. So as soon as this inside bar breaks bull with no follow through and this candle goes red, we look for the outside bar. Look for it to go through this candle to the other side of the range. You can see we've got this. Thing like this little broadening formation. Higher highs, no follow through. Lower lows, no follow through. Where people who are trying to trade these breakouts get crushed. They're not paying attention to this price discovery. These were working longing down here on these outside bars when the outside bars formed. Buying the lows and shorting the highs worked really well earlier today. New lower low here, no follow through. Try and look for it to come back through. But we do have continuity to the downside, so just gonna wait, man. As long as the 60 is inside, I just I can't allow myself to like really get too involved here. Small attempt, but I'm not going to that's why I wasn't trading 3 micros either. Probably saying it out loud now, it sounds like I traded inside 60 and I shouldn't have. The time when I will trade an inside 60 is if it is close to going 2 up or 2 down. So here's the 60 trying to inside 60 trying to break bear. This could get going to the downside. Target is pretty much down here. So this is the exact opposite of what I was hoping we were going to do. I was looking for, we broke the inside 30, right? Broke this inside 30 up, and then I was looking for it to trigger this inside 60 up. But instead, we triggered the inside 60 down, and we went outside bar on this 30. So it was actually a good domino trade short. Jesus. Things are moving tonight. They're just not super clear. I mean, they're pretty chop. It's been pretty choppy, sideways choppy, or then and then these big breaks. This move down in a 2 minute candle. Just kind of dropped off a cliff here in 4 minutes, 73 points. Like that's not usually what happens this during this trading session. Back to the 60 trigger. 37 minutes left in the 60. But I won't mess with this because the outside 30, man. It's shorting this is not what I want to be doing, even if it works. Yeah, I'm probably not. I'm looking at the charts here, and I'm probably just not going to take any more trades tonight. I don't think. Maybe I'll look on the 4 hour flip, set an alarm or something. But as long as we're stuck inside of this big mother bar here, yes, there's a lot of range here, but I won't have a clear read on direction. I obviously don't tonight. Broke, we did break bull. That's the direction I was looking for. Was long biased going into this, going into Globex, just based on Nvidia earnings. So maybe that was a mistake. Keep more of an open mind. Just let the charts tell the story, not the story. Plenty of sell the news events or markets already priced in, whatever, whatever. So, I mean, under this 60 though, under 162.25, you got 34 minutes for this to sell off, for this trade to hit target. But I'm not going to chase it here. Like the time to get in was on that failed 30 on the outside bar. Was a much better entry at 213, 70, 80 points ago. Not now. Nova longed. I haven't been keeping up with chat. I'm just I'm a little spacey tonight. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, French is here. French fish close longs early right before the spike. Full tilted yesterday as well. Yeah, it's not any consolidation. I mean, it's good to know I'm not alone, but I just feel bad for both of us. The good news is I haven't done that in at really at all this year because I've kept my 350 daily loss, so I can't revenge trade or blow up XFAs like in one sitting. I could slow bleed them out, but it will take a week or more, and hopefully some point in there I get my act together. It was just a reminder that I need to be on guard like constantly. And if I'm having a bad day or not trading well, like that doesn't mean just switch to combines and start gambling them. That just means I got to walk away from the computer. No trading, no combines, no nothing, right? Just go do something else. Really hard for me to do. Yeah, Nova said longed. That turned out to be a mistake. Green Day says price is trash right now. See you guys tomorrow. I agree. I know you pieced out already, but yeah, it's moving. So, I mean, but it's just inside bar central. So, I just have to wait for something better. Right. Maybe it's these little notification things that are interfering with my mic. I am going to, I think, just go chill out, probably like snuggle with the dog. Set some alerts here based on this 4 hour inside bar, but I just don't think I just don't think it's gonna be great tonight. I could be wrong. I mean, we're just sideways here. It's not like over here where we've got clear direction. We chopped around the highs and the lows today, back up towards the highs, now stuck in the middle. Like there will be better opportunities. I don't want to take a bunch of paper cuts on like subpar trading. Rather just I don't want to have to dig myself out of another hole like I did last night today. It's kind of annoying. Like glad that I turned the day around, but wishing I had been more picky and just waited, traded less. 30-minute flip, 30-minute opening inside, 15 inside. Yeah, this just isn't it for me. Short would have been nice. Like if I'd caught the short, probably I would have been done for the night. Would have been great, but wasn't looking in that direction. So slow, kind of boring night. Still in gold. I'm just gonna chill on this. Let's take a look and see what gold's doing. Didn't stop out yet. Got an alert set. We'll add to this position if we retrigger the 12 hour. So we'll see what happens with that. That I'm willing to sit on. At least I'll check back in maybe at 8 o'clock and see if things are moving. That's when metals like to get the party started. So I'm gonna hop off. Appreciate you guys stopping by. It was a little boring. I felt like low energy over here. A lot of silence on my end. Not normal for me. I'm a big yappy loudmouth. But it is what it is. Gonna get some rest. I will see you guys later. Trade smart, manage risk, etc., etc. See you later.